Every time when I say I want to show you some creepy crawlies, people are expecting spiders, snakes, but no one will expect these. I think these are creepier than spiders. What are these? These are the African giant millipedes.
When I was in South Africa, local people called them an interesting name, Shongololo. They told me it means a train is a luxury way to travel.
Millipedes are generally smaller, way smaller than this. This is the world's largest species of millipede. Whoa, look at the legs. How many legs do they have? They're named Millipede, but actually they don't have that many legs as the name suggests. So different species have different numbers of legs. The African giant millipedes usually have 256 legs. So they have 64 segments. On each segment, there are 2 pairs of legs. And this is the head. You can see 2 antennae. Beautiful. It feels satisfying when they're crawling on your hand. So many legs tickling you at the same time. Amazing creature. So they live in the forest, rainforest, and dry forests. I have seen them in a lot of different places in Africa. They can be living on the ground. Many people think they are burrowers, but actually I have seen them climbing trees. They can climb very well. Amazing. If you're new to these animals, you may be confused how to tell the difference between a centipede and a millipede. They can look very similar to most people, especially when you see one in the wild when they're moving quickly. When they move quickly, that's usually a centipede, because millipedes are slow. They are not fast at all. Usually millipedes are smaller, but because these are the largest millipedes, so they get this big, they're usually a lot smaller. They're usually just like this. And if you can take a close look, it's easier to identify. You can look at the legs. So these are millipedes. They have their legs underneath the body. Centipedes have their legs on the side. And you don't want to handle a centipede bare hand because centipedes are venomous. Millipedes are harmless. They're actually very good for the ecosystem. They are herbivores. They eat plants. Their feces is very good for the plants as a fertilizer. And also they clean up the floor of the rainforest by eating all the fallen, rotten fruits, just like a janitor. So the ecosystem needs these animals to clean up the environment. Wow, amazing. Look how they move. They don't move all the legs at the same time. And the legs movement look like waves. I'm not sure if I can show the camera, it's too small. If you look closely, you can see tiny little bugs on their body. So that is actually very common. Those are mites. But don't be scared. Those mites are not the mites that live in a mammal's body. Those are different kinds of mites. They live on the body of a millipede. And they're actually good for each other. So the mites will eat the leftover food from the millipede's body. So the mites get food and the mites clean up the millipede's body. So they are in a symbiotic relationship. They're helping each other, living peacefully together. What could be better? So a perfect example of some misunderstood animals. Most people, when they look at them, they think, oh, gross, scary, creepy. But actually, they are peaceful, harmless, clean animals that actually help the ecosystem. The world is full of misunderstanding. I hope you have learned something and help spread the words and let more people understand the good side of these animals. We do need them in our world. I'll let them crawl. It's also very satisfying looking at them just walking. Amazing. They're actually quite fast. You want to get some zookeeper's experience?